Okay, Megatron's giving the introduction. Okay.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, Influence here? And today, thank you for joining us. My partner in crime on the right is Brison.
Hello.
And this is a news segment. For my Transformers channel or my collectors channel or whatever, my main channel, Influence channel. And I think I'm gonna call it discussing collectibles with a non-collecting person. That's basically a description of what we're about to do. For the first topic today ever in this segment's life is Robosen's Megatron. As you see him here breathing and sighing. What do you think about this when you first saw it? What did you think about it?
I think it's pretty cool. I like the way it transforms. It looks great. When I first saw it, I think I saw you posted it online.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering if it was the one from the movie Transformers 1.
Oh, okay.
And then you told me, and you said it's Robosen. And honestly, I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, okay.
But then,
yeah, that's the company.
Yeah,
that's the company.
When I found out more about it and found out that it transformed, and I remembered that Optimus Prime. There was an Optimus Prime.
Yeah, there's Optimus Prime. There's a Grimlock, and they have a Bumblebee that don't transform.
Right.
That just dances and does all the stuff.
So I remember that Optimus, and I enjoyed watching the videos on that. And then you demonstrated this one, Megatron transforming, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I love it. I love it. Like I was actually thinking about selling it when I first ordered it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if anything, I could get some content out of it, and then I'll just sell it and probably could get my money back. I think they are limited, so I probably will get more than my money back if they run out, but I'm not in the game like that for scalping. Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, he does stuff every now and then, so I guess he's fighting right now. He got tired of hearing me talk. I thoroughly enjoy this. Now, this is supposed to be a G1 representation, and it looks enough G1 representation for me, but it's not exactly G1. For one, it doesn't turn into a gun. So if you remember, Megatron was a gun in the G1 cartoon for various reasons. One, a gun wouldn't do nothing. Like it would be stupid. I thought about it later after I got mad when I found out it wasn't a gun when they first came out, but it would be dumb. Like, what would you do?
You pick it up and then it goes.
Yeah, but it's not like having a tank drive around and shoot.
Okay.
And being able to control it with your voice and with the app. Like it's just a difference. Once I saw it and saw the tank and saw what it does, I was like, okay, I see why it's a tank. And that's some of the reasons why some of the stylings aren't as G1, but I'm fine with it. I think the chest and the head and all that stuff and up here, even with this, even though these are the tank treads, but he had the gun on his back in G1. It was just the gun barrel. But still, it still looks enough G1 to me that it's a great thing. Now, when you first saw this, how much did you think this cost? That's the thing I've been wanting to ask people that don't have any clue.
It's kind of hard because I know now.
Yeah, you know now. That's unfortunately.
If I had to put a price on it when I first saw this, if I know it transforms,
And this ain't blind because I did tell him how much I paid for it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to. I don't know if I told you how much it is now. So
okay,
that's why I kind of asked.
I think this is worth For some reason, my mind wants to say $2,000.
Damn. And that's cool because it's $11.99 right now.
Okay.
I got early. If you pre-order early, it's alrighty. If you pre-order early, it's $800.
Yeah.
I was gonna say $799, but $800. So, he automatically shut down. Well, let's shut him back on. Unless his battery ran down. Hopefully not. He'll stand back up.
Hey, let me ask you this: how much is Bumblebee?
I think Bumblebee's like $300.
Okay.
And it doesn't transform or anything. And that's let me double check. Let me look.
Even though it doesn't transform, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is nice because it does. I think because it doesn't transform, it looks more like the official Bumblebee. Like it looks. I think it's probably one of the. Well, besides the movie, they do have a movie Optimus Prime, and that's part of their. What's it called? Not Elite, but.
And the Bumblebee, like
$399. Bumblebee's $399.
Okay.
And that's probably because they didn't have to put any R&D in the transformation and design of it. That's probably a lot of the money. And also the servers, the amount of servers. This one has the most, I think, and it has new technology. Like you fool with his butt. So he basically said, "Watch it, you fool." It's up here, I think. And so, but then again, you got Grimlock, who's $16.99.
Okay.
So he's more than this right now. And
wait, but why?
He's big.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's the amount of servos. He's big though. I didn't realize he was that big, but this is big, and this has different servos. But I guess maybe the amount of maybe the design also and the amount of servos it has to control it.
Okay, the name of this segment is Disgusting Collectibles with a Non-Collector, right?
Yes.
For a non-collector, what are servos?
Oh, well, I think that's for any collector.
Okay.
Like that might a lot of people might not know.
Okay.
It's the things that drive. It's like little electronics that make it move, basically. And each movement, whether you see it, like each movement has a servo.
Okay.
It has a specific job that it has to do.
Okay.
So that's why, like, it's a lot.
Okay.
I forget how many they said, but let me look it up and see.
So Grimlock has more, and it's bigger.
I assume Grimlock. I'm not sure if it's bigger though, to tell you the truth, but I do know that it looks exactly like the toy.
Okay.
From the original. Like it looks exactly, it transforms exactly. This is truly like a higher end collectible because this is probably the most expensive one piece that I've had, that I've ever bought and put out for. But again, I know people were like, it ain't worth even the 800. Some people are saying it ain't worth it.
Let me ask you this. I said 2,000. Would you pay 2,000?
I would not, because I want Grimlock bad, but I won't pay 1,600. But it's only because I feel like that's not a responsible financial decision. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I at this moment, I don't feel like that's a good financial decision for me to buy that for 1,600.
Okay.
But if I had it where it wasn't nothing, I'll definitely buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely buy it. You know, and I mean, I could buy it now if I wanted to, but like I said, I don't think that's a good financial decision for me to buy something that costs that much. Now, I might change my mind later. Who knows? I might change my mind later, or I might get more money later. One or the other. But I definitely think it's worth it. And that's the thing. I think people in the collectors community and Transformers community, because that's the most I know, but a lot of people say when stuff is worth certain stuff, it's not worth that, or it's not. Like it's hard to say. Like it's a subjective thing. Like worth is a subjective thing. But when you can see where the money is going to, like with this, even though it's subjective, whether it's worth or not, you can actually see what it's doing, why it's so intricate. And shout out to, I just recently watched Do You Transform, Bro, which is a show on the Realm of Collectors. Realm of Collectors is a group that different collectors were all in. They have a YouTube channel and they have different shows, different streaming shows that they stream live. And Do You Transform, Bro had one of the company's, because I want to get it right.
Yeah, this looks like something out of a like 90s movie,
Like the way it moves?
Yeah. Like
because
on the screen?
Because stop motion.
Okay.
In back in the day, they used to like Terminator 84.
Yeah.
Like the first Terminator, when he came out the fire, like that stop motion. It's basically a skeleton. You know, it was probably a practical thing, but they had to make it move. So they just taking pictures of it moving.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks like that. And that's the first time I heard anybody say that. That's funny.
Oh, Megatron is heavy.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, it's heavy. The Realm had Logan Webster on, which he's the senior vice president of Robosen. And he gave some good insight. And he was saying that it's worth, like what they put in it is about what it costs.
Okay.
So it's like that's what I'm sure they're making a profit. I'm sure it's not, exactly at cost.
Okay.
But they were saying just everything, the R&D, the design, the electronics, lights, all that stuff. And this one in particular has like more features than any other ones, like the touch pads and the let's see. And like the touch pads and the lights.
How many pounds does he weigh?
I don't know. Feels like a baby. Like it's a smaller baby. Yeah, I don't know how many pounds. Let me connect.
Yeah.
What's up?
What is that move, yeah?
What, when he be dancing?
That's what it is?
Well, no, he be like
okay.
From the back it look crazy. From the back it looks crazy, people. Like this is wild. So yeah, do you think I'm crazy for buying this?
No. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Especially if you're a lover of Transformers, like I can see it. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. Yeah, it's worth it. Should I'd say I priced it high, so to me, that's a good price.
Yeah. You priced it way higher than.
Yeah.
Well, you priced it even higher than it is right now. But
yeah.
But I can understand, and that's cool. That's cool because I think.
I mean,
after getting it, I'm definitely think it's worth it because that's one of the reasons why I'm not selling it. Not gonna sell it.
You're a collector, right?
Yeah, correct.
So you need the Optimus Prime, you need the Grimlock, and you need the Bumblebee just to have all of them.
Yeah, I'm not going.
And
there.
you remember,
shout out to Robert D.
You saw that, remember that short we saw of the guy who had
both of them?
He had Grimlock, he had Optimus Prime, and he had Megatron all transform at the same time.
Yeah, that was dope.
And had an orgasm.
Yeah, he did. That shit's funny. I forgot about that. Yeah, he was bugging, but.
Hey, Megatron. Oh, he's fixing the wrong one.
This is just bonus for y'all because he's out here wild. Oh no, appreciate it.
Let me borrow.
Nah. This mug said, "Let me borrow him." Nah, brah. No.
Who would be the logical next? Who's the most popular after these four?
Popular. That's the big. Well, yeah, that's the big three. Actually, for the Decepticons, it could be Soundwave, but again, he said you got to look at what they change into too. Does it make sense? Soundwave, even though I would buy it, he turns into a tape deck. So what? Not really much you can do there unless he turns it into. I don't think he ever changed. Well, he changed it into a lot of different stuff, like a satellite, other stuff in the movies. But I think it's always something in that realm. Like it's not a vehicle that moves. Who else? So he talked about Starscream and said he would make it into a drone and they would fly. But he was being facetious. However, everybody on the show was like, "Yes, let's get that." Which I understand. I would be the same way. I would probably buy a drone Starscream.
That would be cool.
And he said it would, but
it would actually fly.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Okay.
But somebody else said that they would have to. You would have so many warranty claims from people transforming it while it was flying and it fall into the ground. So I was like, yeah, that wouldn't work. Plus, it would need to be light as I don't know what.
That sound like that would be.
But there's maybe the big six, which are the Transformers that will sell. Optimus Prime, Megatron, always. Optimus Prime, always. Whatever they make of Optimus will sell. Bumblebee, always sell. Grimlock. Grimlock is a very good character. Soundwave. Basically like the cast of the movie or the cast of the series, the first season.
So Soundwave turned into a cassette
deck.
Okay.
Like a little old one though, like like the Walkman.
Yeah.
Like a Walkman, basically. That's what
that
he
would be
turned
pretty
into.
cool if he
I mean, it would be dope.
And then music plays.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I would be all right with it. But I can understand they want to put as much functionality as possible.
Yeah.
To make it, I guess, to make it worth. But he can still walk. He can still do stuff like that because somebody said somebody, I forget the person they said, or the transformer that they said, but I think they turned into like an object and not a robot, like something else. Might have been an animal or something. I was like, that would be dope. Yeah, maybe one of the Beast Wars.
Yeah, I think
people.
That's a good idea.
That would be dope. I think that would be dope because then you could walk as a beast, whatever it is, and you can walk as a robot, still a robot. But yeah, I think that would be dope. But if they did that, it would probably be again one of the, like I could see them doing Optimus Primal because that will sell. Like Optimus Prime, whatever iteration he sells all the time. That's why there's 50 million Optimus Primes as a collector out there, and we still ain't got no Computron. Ain't I right? You probably don't even know who Computron is, but he's a combiner that has not zero. He has a few figures, no masterpiece figures though. I've been waiting for Computron, but they asked about a combiner too. They asked about would they ever consider doing a combiner, and he was like, you got 6 things or 5 things that coming together to try to fit together and move. He said it's kind of hard to do. Which I can understand.
What about Alita?
Yeah, Alita wasn't a super popular character.
Okay.
But now, if they did some stuff for the Transformers 1 movie, which they may be in the works. He said they have stuff in the works, and it also takes a long time, I guess, the R&D and everything from the time that they say they're making it to the time that it's finished. So, like, this was probably been in the works.
On second thought, I don't know how popular that would be amongst.
Yeah, Alita might not be that popular. But again, you don't know because of the movie. Even though the movie ain't do as well as they want it, but it may. The figures seem to be doing well. They got the 4 mains.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I know they come in Walmart. They also got high end ones that I'm looking at buying. Maybe I wouldn't buy another Megatron though. I wouldn't.
Okay,
I wouldn't.
Like another Robosen Megatron.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy another Robosen Megatron.
Another version.
Yeah, okay. yeah. I'm looking for the Transformers 1 Megatron. I'm looking for the Megatron and Optimus. I don't know if I'm gonna get the other two, but yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about this? We gonna wrap it up.
About this?
Yeah. Your thoughts or whatever on it.
It's pretty cool. You know, I mean, like at one time, how long is the longest time that you played with him?
Probably 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I think that's where everybody goes to. Like, will they get use out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of collectors that don't even open their figures, which, I mean, that's by design. That's kind of a different topic, but it's in the same vein. Like, will they open it and look at it and fool with it? Probably not. Maybe not. And how long? And it does lose some of the magic after you play with it for a while, because you are like, oh, well, I've seen I haven't seen nearly anywhere near what it can do, though. So that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he shook his head no, you haven't.
Nope.
Because you can then like you can make your own
that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that because there's a person who made a throne for him for this one.
Okay.
They 3D printed a throne and it's pretty dope. He fits well. I would love to have that throne and then make action where he sits down and like maybe puts his leg up or something, or like sits on it and does like that. And I think that would be dope. But I gotta see, them 3D printing stuff is expensive for one, which I understand why. It's a lot of work, a lot of doing, a lot of trial and error, I should say. I don't know anything about that shit, so I can't do it myself. I do want a 3D printer because I see so much stuff that people print, but that would be dope to do, to get and have him do that. But I haven't even got into any of that, any of the programming, any of that, and I'm actually into that stuff. That's the other thing. A lot of people aren't into that. Like, they're like, I don't want to do that. I just want this thing to be on there and I just push the button and have it work. Yeah. Which I can understand. I can understand. I appreciate like Legos. I do Legos. I got the Bumblebee Lego I did this week, and I like stuff like that. Like, I like mechanical stuff. I like fooling with that. Everybody don't. So I can understand. I can understand that. Does
Robosen make other toys that move around?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And they started with a non-transformer.
Okay.
Like, it was just a robot. You might have seen it. Okay. It was in a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Ooh, I'm glad that wasn't glass.
Hey Megatron.
I think the thing's still on. It won't do it.
I was gonna tell him something he wouldn't do anyway. I was gonna say, pick up that bottle. Like, what if it gets to that level?
What if it climbed down and we ain't got the bottle? I'll be like, yo, I'm out. Like, you can have it. You can have it. I'll be like, take that shit with you. Listen.
He coming up the stairs.
Yeah, nah, bro. Ain't nothing happening. I done saw Tales from the Hood, people. I'm not. Them little dolls came to life. No, sirree. Ain't nothing happening. See, high precision servos. That's what they look like. And they have 85 microchips. Like, that stuff is not cheap.
Yeah.
And to see what it does, it's definitely worth it to me. I found a Optimus for like $500. I almost bought it the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know, because they have the elite version, which is a smaller one, and they have the flagship. Now, I said flagship, but the price made me worry because a lot of people are selling their flagship for $900 right now. Like, it's all over everywhere I've seen is at least $900, and this one was $500. So I'm like, what's wrong with it, or is it the right one? And you trying to sell me the elite?
And they're all used?
Yeah, okay. It's used. I don't care about that, as long as it works. As long as there's a money back guarantee. Yeah, because at this point you're only gonna get it used because they don't make them no more. Just a box. They got like Buzz Lightyear and that stuff too. Like they do.
Do they move like him, or are they less robotic?
I don't know if they're less robotic.
Can they make something more smooth moving? You know?
I think we're gonna wrap it up, and I like this discussion. It was pretty dope.
Me too.
And we're gonna try to put these on because we record our podcast on Friday nights, so we'll try to do this after we get done our podcast, and gonna tackle some more characters and figures and other stuff too, not just Transformers, just collectibles. Because I'd like to get his take. He's a very educated brother, and he's been, on this earth about as long as me. So I like to get other people's take, especially people that aren't in the space, because sometimes they can get boring. And I was just talking about echo chambers, but sometimes that's what it is, an echo chamber. When you don't get outside, everybody that's just into this stuff saying things. So I appreciate y'all joining me, and let's take it out with All Hail Megatron. All hail Megatron. What's wrong? Transform. And this table is not big enough. I am Megatron. And let's spin him around.
Cool lights.
Yeah, the lights are dope. All right, so thank you again for joining me, and I'm out.
How you get him to go forward?
Hey, Megatron. What's wrong? Move forward. Grab it.
Life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.